So this is my hotel I'm staying in this week, the THB Hotel San Fermin, and now I'm going to go on a walk to the local Mercadona store, and I'll take you along the way, see what we can see. So I'm going up the hill, away from the coast. Just down by there is what's known as Cardiac Hill, very steep hill that goes down to the beach. Up here then, we're heading towards the top of Benalmádena. There's a bar right next to the hotel which I'm having a drink in, Bar Retro there. Very nice, as its name suggests, very retro. My personal favourite is all the Star Wars images that were in there, but lots of film images. And sports were on at the time I visited, so very nice if you want to catch up with the football or whatever's on. Already got some signs for the urbanisation area of Bonanza, which is quite well known to Brits, lots of British bars and restaurants there. On this side you seem to have got a discotheque there, not quite sure if that's open. Supermarket. Up ahead here we've got a Chinese restaurant called Panda. Across here. Just on the left here there's a nice looking Spanish type restaurant called Caprisa, which I'm hoping to try before I leave. Looks very authentic, tapas, coffee, which is what I really love. I like seeing the Spanish side of the area rather than just eating British food, which I can get at home anyway. I know not everyone's the same, but that's what I like to do. I like to get a little bit of the flavour of the country I'm in. A little bit windier here today in Benalmádena. You can probably pick it up on the microphones. Hope you can hear me over the wind. Passing through quite a urban area with lots of apartments and residential buildings. Just coming to the edge of some of the restaurants now. Might hear me getting a little bit breathless. All of this is uphill. Very gentle at the moment, but it does catch up with you in this heat. So we got quite a few restaurants here. I've not tried any of these ones myself. I've heard of the Paddington. I've seen that pop up on Facebook. Perhaps a little bit quieter at the moment before everything gets going. So we've got sort of the main part of Bonanza Square there, or certainly one half of it. See if I can cross this road. Quite a big supermarket there, and just down there on the left, another bit of Bonanza Square. Just head up here. Porky Pie's just in front of me has been recommended by my son. Unfortunately, it's not open till the final day of my stay. The people are away on a family holiday. Yeah, so lots of choices for food and drink there. A sports bar just round to the left here, along with quite a grand looking church. Just have a quick look at that. You could certainly hear the bells ringing out for that church yesterday on the Sunday, and does let us know when the hours are passing. Let's go into another residential area. We've been doing some renovations to the pavements here, so may have to go off-road a little bit. We've got another supermarket here on the left. One of the famous Lucky Men on his way down to the coast. I did actually see the police raiding some of them last night. Two police quad bikes and one police moped. We didn't actually see them catch anybody, but they managed to get hold of the counterfeit goods. The actual traders must have run off, and later on we did see a number of them hiding behind walls. So it was quite funny, a game of cat and mouse. Got a few bars and restaurants on the left here. The right. Not many of them looking open, to be honest. But I am recording this at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, so not really peak time for being open and catching trade, really. Once again, looking like a residential sort of area here. I quite like walking down these sorts of streets just to see what everyday life is like in the area. You know, it's all very well seeing the restaurants, bucket and spade shops on the front, seeing the tourist image of the area, but come back a few streets, get perhaps a bit more of a feel for what day-to-day life is like in the area. I'm hoping to do another video on trying to get a little bit of the culture of the area. I know most people, when you say Benalmádena, Costa del Sol, they're not really expecting much sort of culture or anything. They say, oh, you know, it's just a seaside resort. But I always think you can always find something if you just look around and get a feel for the character of the place. You know, not everywhere's plainly just a tourist resort. You know, there's always hints of the day-to-day life, bit of history, bit of culture. There's always something there if you're willing to look up, look down, just, you know, go look a bit deeper and see what you can find. There's always something lurking there. You know, there's always a bit of architecture, I know most of this area is sort of post 1960s, but you know, even things there. Look, archway. Look at those little details there. They didn't have to do that. Zodiaco. I've just passed, there's a few areas here, if we look just back here. Each tower has a name to do with the zodiac. I don't know if you can quite see that, but it's Libra up there. So all the buildings here are sort of zodiac themed. Little touches of architecture, different colourways. It's always something to see, something interesting. Little plaza or square there, built-in seats, people to sit around, socialise. Another one there, the opposite side of the building, nice fruitiers there. All looks very fresh. A third little public area. I'm just going to cut through here actually. There's actually an area leading down to one of these underground car parks that you see quite often in Spain. Great use of the space, having the car park underneath. In the UK we could perhaps learn a bit from that. This is one of the sort of main streets that goes up from the bottom or the coast of Benalmádena up to the main section. So I'm going to head down here a little bit. Let's watch the road. This street is actually named after the surrealist poet Federica Garcia Lorca, and I don't know if you can quite see that, but a lot of the businesses do mention his name then, because it's on the street named after him. Nice looking ice cream parlour there. There's the sort of one business there, Garcia Lorca. He was one of the surrealists along with Salvador Dali. We got some businesses closing for siesta time here. My previous few visits to Spain, I'd felt that sort of siesta was maybe a fading thing, but I've noticed a lot more this time, following the tradition of siesta time. of the main roundabouts, midway between the coast and the top of Benalmádena. And here's my destination now, Mercadona supermarket. I need to pick up a few things. As you saw on the way up here, there's lots of supermarkets around. Unfortunately, the same as in the UK, little local stores are a bit more expensive, and this Mercadona does carry a good range. So as much as I'd like to support locals, sometimes you have to vote with your wallet. But yeah, if you're in the area and you need supplies, you're almost certain to find it here at Mercadona. So that's the end of this video. I hope you've been able to hear me. I'm now by an extremely busy roundabout. I hope you've enjoyed the journey up from the hotel and got some idea of the surroundings here in Benalmádena. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thanks.